This video will describe how to create a basic route. Now, there are two ways that you can add in points that you would be asking network analysts to determine the route between. The first of them is what we call on the fly. And that's when you just simply visually look at a location, say, hey, that's where I want to be starting, and then you put another point down, or points, it could be several of them, that you say, okay, here they are. And that's the first way we're going to do this. And while I'm talking, I'm trying to chew gum at the same time here. There we go. I was just moving the view scale here so that way you could see the entire county. Starters. In the Network Analyst toolbar, you'll see there is an icon here for Network Analyst window. Well, you open that up because it's going to be a good reference to the operations you're about to perform. To get things rolling after that, if you click on the Network Analyst drop-down, you'll see that one of the first options is New Route. Go ahead and click on it. And now you suddenly get all these icons and you wonder what in God's name is going to be happening here. It is like a legend. If you said, here are the icons that you could have within a map legend, well, what it's doing is giving you the possible options that it might populate the view with. So don't worry, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to be, well, if you use all of them, more power to you. Well, some of them are negative in nature, so hopefully you won't see those. For putting down points on the fly, Network Analyst toolbar has an icon here called Create Network Location Tool. And I'm going to click on Create Network Location Tool. And I'm going to put one point down here for this example. There's where I'm going to start. And I'm going to put another point right here. So there's point number 1 and point number 2. In the Network Analyst window, you see for stops, it shows them there. Now, this is going to be really, really technically difficult. In order to create the route, if you go to the Network Analyst toolbar, you'll see that there's another icon here called Solve. And if you click on the Solve button, and there you go. It's as simple as that. And now in the Network Analyst window, you will see that aside from graphic pick 1, graphic pick 2, now you're going to see that the route is there. Well, there's some other things that are embedded within the interface here where you can get additional information. But in particular, I'd like to point out to you is that if you wanted to get the directions within Network Analyst window, if you right-click on Routes, there is an option here for directions. Boom. And the next thing you know, you've got those nice little directions that we're so used to using our mobile devices. That is the first way of creating a route. Now, the second way would be actually loading up points. What we're going to do now is clean up house a little bit, because if we leave the original route here, well, then you're going to see another one and another one. I'm just simply going to go in here and where are you? Delete all. I right-clicked on the route within the Network Analyst window. I'm going to delete it. And also my stops, I'll delete those too. Okay, so now things are back to the way they were before. If I wanted to bring in points that are already known, I would do it like this. For stops, excuse me, at the very top here, okay, just like before, it generated stops, stop graphic point number 1, graphic point number 2, when we drop down those points. If we wanted to load them up within the Network Analyst window, if you right-click on stops, you'll see that you have the option to load locations. And, well, I have within the table of contents a layer called sh_location for Shawnee County locations, and there are various points of interest throughout the county. And so this is where you would load it up or browse to it. And then I'm going to click OK. There they are. Now you see I have all these locations here. 29 stops in total. Now, how do we route this all together? Just like before. You go to Network Analyst, and you click on Solve. And there you go. Couldn't be easier.